There we go. Ahoy everyone, and welcome aboard. I'll be your Captain Hillyan today, along with...
Peace and mighty Lieutenant Drakir, at your service.
And welcome to another showcase stream, number 130 to be exact. And yeah, for anyone who is unfamiliar with the formats, we try out 4, maybe 6 games, depending on if any of them are turn out to be bad, for about half an hour each, to see, well, if they're any good for streaming in full later, perhaps. And...
Yes, we aim for half an hour. Sometimes we give them 45, or like last week, where 1 hour was needed.
Yeah. So, yeah, we'll give this game Glyph 30 minutes if we like it, or if we're curious, we give it another 15, then we'll move on to the next one. If any of these prove to be boring or just bad, though I have been rather selective with the pick on this run-through, then we just move on to the next. And yeah, once we're done with 4, or 4 good ones at least, then yeah, then we'll call it the stream. And yeah, the first game we have today is Glyph. Now, I have heard about this game from some of the platformer YouTubers that I get a glimpse of every so often on YouTube. I'm remembering one of them, but I'm blanking on their name again. I'm really just terrible with names, aren't I?
There are many names to try and remember. And one or a few of them have rather simple names.
It wasn't Ant Dude, though I have collabed with Ant Dude at once, I believe. I'm just pulling a blank on. It's the same guy who also, who also made me decide to pick up Super Sami role. So yeah, I'm absolutely horrible with names, but yeah, let's try this game out. Starting the timer now. Some sort of mechanical scarab. Okay. What are you up to, little guy? Oh, hell, okay. Alright, and we are this one specifically. Okay, rolling. Rise and shine, Glyph. My name is Anobi. I'm the one who woke you up. Now that you're awake, we must find the lost temple of Aru. Try rolling around a bit and get used to your new body. Okay.
Alright.
Okay. Camera rotation. I'm certain this is the way. Try looking around, Glyph. Okay, the way you turn the stick is the way you look. Some games have this inverted. Luckily, not so much anymore. Portal keys. Collect all portal keys to open the warp portal. Okay, and out we go. Okay.
Alright, so we play a bit of a arcane or some kind of arcane's construct.
Yeah. Though technically speaking, any science is advanced enough to any science advanced enough can seem like magic. It's just that you lack understanding of it. Deadly surfaces. Watch out for the sand and deadly surfaces. Okay. I very much doubt we can stay afloat on the sand here. Coins are used for unlocking hub portals leading to new sites. Collect all coins on this bridge here and I will fix the missing parts. Alright. There we go. Momentum. Use your momentum to gain speed. Master your momentum and you will be able to go anywhere. Okay, yeah, not enough momentum to make that jump.
I feel like you shouldn't be able to rule up that one so easily to begin with. Actually, you should actually fall through that.
Probably. You can view your progress in an area at any time. This will also help you see if you missed anything. Okay, there's 1 coin and 1 key. Right over here. Okay. So similar to Super Sami Roll, there's a bit of you have to get used to the physics. So this one uses momentum more. Actually, no, with Super Sami Roll you could really get speed up as well if you got a good line going. Okay. Ready for a challenge? This area will test your balance. I will keep you company as you go. Okay. Leaning platforms, so we need to be careful not to roll off. Okay, we don't actually fall that quickly as we may seem. Are you getting a bit of stutter in the audio, or is that just me?
I'm not noticing any stuttering in the audio from my end.
Okay, that's my end. Okay.
No,
Yeah,
would it be either from you and me or the game you're talking about?
The game. Yeah, this
Yeah,
game is
I
a bit
didn't
like
notice.
Super Monkey Ball.
What?
Fantastic. I think you are ready to learn some new tricks. I can't wait to show you. See you on the other side. Super Monkey Ball with the momentum and balancing and such, and just not getting off the roads. Though here we move the ball itself and not the platform.
I never played it.
I'm not sure if I've ever played any of the games as well, or maybe a demo or somewhere at some other place. Okay, what have we here? New ability unlocked, Jump. You can now become charged by touching safe surfaces. Use the charge to jump. Okay, oh, so we can't spam jump. We do need to be careful with that. Oh.
But I think I only heard about Super Monkey Ball by name. Nothing else. No images, nothing. Just by name.
Yeah, okay. Okay, just I thought it meant that we need to stay on the ground for a certain amount of time before we can jump again, but no, just instantly we can jump again. We do bounce a bit, and that's another string. That's another bot caught by the auto bots. That was just a real good decision to just ban the specific site they're linking to, because they can't screw around with that without making it illegible.
Yeah,
and
but
the
that's
entire reason useless.
Yeah, but at the same time, makes me wonder: is it only one site?
Looks like it.
Which makes me then wonder: how was that site not be dealt with?
Good point on that. Yeah. Actually, I think I know. I think I know how to do it, because they put in spaces between the name and the www and .com parts. So I think links to that site are auto banned, and the bots are just trying to get around that. It probably should just ban the word across the platform or something. Let's see. Fragile platforms will disappear when hit and reappear after a while. Okay. Oh, they vanish real fast. Okay, that looked. Let's be honest, that looked a lot more like rock than sand, but I guess even that we can't touch. There.
Well, it might be, or it is likely sand rock. Then again, I guess everything here might be a sand rock.
Okay, we can jump in the air if we have a charge. Okay.
Is this we walking on, rolling on sand rock or brown granite?
Could be.
Like, I noticed sometimes, usually we see granite, it's very dark, very kind of black. But I have seen also brown granite on the occasion.
Okay. And it seems that the platforms don't well, the platforms vanish, but you can still remain there for like a second or so.
Okay. This game is interesting so far.
Yeah, and I'm just curious if we'll get some story and such.
Yeah.
That is our main objective with these streams most of the time. Double jump. You can now become energized by touching energized surfaces. Use it to perform double jumps. Okay.
Yeah,
There.
maybe they prefer to have a story. Like, they had on, so, like, what's it called? That game called again? Good to Die or something? The one with the knights?
Yeah. Also, I'm just missing all of the freaking coins because we're trying to speed run, sort of.
Yeah. That one didn't have not too much story, but did have some story text here and there.
Yeah, and it just had a ton of humor as well.
Yeah. But that one, you could say was one of those that was very close to being said no due to lack of story.
Yeah. Corrupted sands. Life used to flourish here, Glyph. Many years ago, something went terribly wrong. It began the Great Cataclysm, which devastated the ancient civilizations. The corruption still seeds deep within the sands. Whatever you do, Glyph, stay out of the sand.
Alright.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, again. If you want the story, if there's no story at all, it's likely to get definitely no.
Yeah. Humor
But
can
then
make up for that, but that can be a 50-50 thing.
Yeah. So I guess you could say in most cases, is there enough story to worth streaming?
Yeah.
And that night game, I could say, was very on edge.
Yeah. Energy rings. Those energy rings will recharge your energy in mid-air. Use that to jump 2 extra times. Okay. So 1 and a 2. Okay.
But on that MEP, basically, it met barely the minimum requirement.
Yeah. There.
But yeah, I think the most biggest reason was due to the comedy.
Definitely. There. There. And straight in. Okay, I can definitely see why people would have fun with this game.
Yeah, there seems to be some story, but...
Okay, what is that sphere in the air there? The gaps in between are getting bigger and bigger. There. Okay. There's an Obi and another upgrade. Glides. You can now glide for a short amount of time while in the air. You can hold the glide to go higher and further. Okay, with left trigger. Also, I like that they use B as the continue button instead of A, because then you don't accidentally just smash your way through. Left trigger, not right trigger. Okay, what is... Okay, that'll spawn new areas. There. Okay. Now, what is this over here? Oh, you can climb walls by continuously jumping up against them. Oh, alright, yeah, because we're touching ground, which recharges our jump. Okay.
I would say you're more touching a surface.
Yep. And the sphere was the portal. Okay, I guess I didn't get a sight of the portals beforehand before getting the key, which would activate them. Yep. Hello, Rom.
Dang.
Yeah, we can hear you now.
Also, hi. Hey.
Doing well?
Yeah, except it's like 6 a.m.
Oh, yeah. Let's see. Smash. You can now smash directly downwards when in the air. Use this to jump higher and interact with certain objects. Okay. Now, welcome to Glyph, the game that we're showcasing at the moment. Alright, I see what we can do here. there. And, okay, we can't reach that. Is there anything here? I'm not... Okay, there's the key.
You can glide.
Of course, I immediately forget that ability. There, and glide. There we go, yeah. Okay. There. Okay, now just keep bouncing us. Alright. Don't even need to glide here. There we go. I do like that we have that circle underneath us to tell us where exactly we are. Speeders. Ready for some speed? A speeder will send you flying. Make sure to smash before hitting the cliff over there. There. Okay, we definitely would have bounced right back into the sand with that. Yeah, we can use that as an air brake as well. There. And there. Oop. Power gems. Glyph, I found a power gem. Go ahead and take it. You will need power gems to unlock and restore areas for the of the temple city of Aru. Okay. There. And glide. Okay. So yeah, that's going to be our power stars, so to speak. Lost relics. In the final days, countless relics were hidden in the shattered remains of our once great domain. Sacred coins, power gems, and ancient artifacts must be returned to the temple city of Aru. You must return the lost relics, Glyph. I will guide you as far as I can. We will be at the temple soon. Okay. Oop. Almost rolled off. Okay, 1 and the 2, and there. And now I'm thinking, was it a hint that there is something hidden around the area there, or does it mean just get all the gems? Okay.
Unsure.
I guess I could have looked. I guess I could have taken a look at the progress bar. Yeah, 0 out of 0 artifacts here. Reach higher. To reach higher, first smash, then as soon as you touch the ground, do a double jump, and immediately after a glide. The faster you do it, the higher you will go. Okay. So, there. Oop, got that wrong. Got bug zapped. Okay. There we go. Since we do keep some of our upwards momentum, we can get a bit of extra height with the glides. Okay. You don't have to keep... Okay, no, you don't have to keep saying that. There. Okay.
Weird.
Yep.
Other times he did not repeat the message.
There. And there. Okay. Give me that coin. More than enough for that. Alright. Okay. There we go. The corruption. The builders once created a powerful machine to protect themselves and bring safety to their civilization. Something went terribly wrong and the machine became corrupted. The machine corrupted everything in its path. What should have been their greatest achievement became their downfall. Yeah, that tends to be a thing with these ancient civilizations, huh?
Nothing really functions, and then...
It functions too well.
Yeah. They think they're at the top of the world, and then the world just kind of ends.
Yeah. And the achievement that popped up was Skilled Scarab and complete the introduction. So now we're getting to the real game. Gem locks. Use gems to unlock areas of the temple. Approach the lock to see the gem cost. Okay. There we go. There. Alright. There he is again. He just keeps teleporting around. Temple entrance. Let's see. The Heart of Creation. Glyph, you have been awoken to cleanse the corrupted Heart of Creation. The temple city of Aru is buried here in the sands. You must travel to the ruins of the ancient civilizations and collect the lost power gems. Only then will you be able to restore the temple city of Aru and face the source of the corruption. Okay. I'm guessing each... Oh. Use coins to unlock portals. Special time portals require artifacts. These can be obtained after collecting all the coins in an area. Okay. So, is this the portal or is these side ones? Okay, these ones. 5 to unlock. Alright. And in we go. Okay, I do hope there is a bit more story than just restoring everything. Because it's a good enough little story to keep you going through and such, but it would be a bit, it would be a bit shallow for a full stream. Also, Ram, could you turn back could you turn push the talk back on again, because you're still rather a bit sniffly, it seems. Okay, now we have multiple keys that we need to find. Here we go. Hi, Glyph. I didn't expect to see you here already. I have something to tell you.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Right. Yeah, we can hear.
Yeah, loud and clear.
Okay, I did not notice the gap there. At least all the coins we collect, we keep a hold of. Okay, can you say that again? Something to tell you. I sense something odd in the air behind the portal. Can you check it out? I think this area hides something. Hopefully you can find out what. Okay. Oh, I see it already. Okay, that might get a bit annoying if it's going to... if the triggers for dialogue like that are... well, aren't removed, and so will repeat themselves over and over. There. Yep, over. Okay. Pain and suffering, die and lose 3 keys.
Yeah, it's an interesting game so far. Says has some curious story.
Yeah, just a bit too light on it at the moment.
Yeah. And would you say that wrong?
Oh, I'm just working on a thing right now. I just wanted to double check. Also, yes, I am using push to talk.
Okay,
right.
Thank you. There. Okay, I noticed that the double jump charge isn't the first one used, so we can actually store that. Hello. Oh, hello there. Okay. Already being sneaky, huh? There. Yeah, the blue charge is the double jump charge. The orange is the normal jump. Yep. Damn. Overshot again.
I can also see this game quickly get annoying.
Yeah, it is. It's going good so far, but the difficulty, of course, should ramp up over time. So I think this might be another case of a game that is good, just not really our style. Also, I like the fact that there's a shadow of that artifact in the sky to give you a hint that there is something hidden.
This is a nice detail.
It's not an artifact, it's something else. Okay, no glide this time. Yep. Come on!
Yeah, like... We don't mind challenges.
Damn it.
But there's a limit to that challenge thing we're willing to do.
Yeah, it has to stay fun and not just become just frustrating and such. That's one of the reasons why I don't play Dark Souls games, because I get the feeling it would be more of any frustration than anything else.
Yeah.
There we go. Okay. Actually, let me get a double jump charge, just in case. Okay. Slide into that. Okay. There we go. Avatar capsule found. Okay. What's that going to be about? I guess we'll find out when we return here. The collector. Collect all items in an exploration level. Okay. Use coins, yeah.
Jade. Oh, very customization.
Let's see. Does that... Cosmetics? Okay, just... Okay. But there's quite a few of these. Okay. You can even have a trail follow... Silver Bullet, Ace, Red Baron, Crow. Okay. That actually looks really good. Okay, let's try one more level. Time-worn tablets. Okay. Oh, this one's a race. Alright.
Uh-oh.
Under 25 seconds for gold. Okay. And time starts immediately like that. Okay. So we have to get the keys and get the keys and get there fast. Okay. There we go, simple enough.
Right.
Tiger Beetle get gold in a one-time trial level. Oh, that gets us 3 gems. Okay.
Oh, right.
Yeah, we've got less than 5 minutes to go, but let's try one more. Also, this one is called Sunlit Dunes. Okay, Crossroads. 2-star difficulty, and there's an avatar collectible hidden somewhere. But let's just try to get through fast. Yeah, I get the feeling there is more lore that we get drip feed, but that we would get drip fed as we continue. But not enough to fully sate our style, I'd say.
Yeah, it is not with the game style we have.
Here. I like that the cosmetics also change the way the glyph lights up. Here. Let's see. You got anything to say? Button. Okay. There's a gem over there. Yeah, it's probably another case of a game I'll play more on my own time, but not for full streaming.
Yeah.
Or at least not in our typical style. Maybe more a relaxed stream. Alright, Glyph, I'm just using my sensors. You caught me off guard. The site here at the center of the region appears to be some sort of crossroads. I'm not done analyzing yet, but I caught some odd signals so far. The signal came from one of the pillars around the edges of the crossroads. Perhaps you could go and investigate, and we'll continue analyzing in the meanwhile. See you around.
Oh dear. Oh yeah. If you were to play this on your own time, it will also give you a chance to see how much story there actually is.
Yeah. In general, I do prefer to go into games quote-unquote blind. But in some cases, yeah, it does need a bit of... It may need some more investigating.
Yeah.
Here's a button.
Most times I like to play some games blind or half blind, I guess you could also say. At least with enough information to know to not avoid being stuck.
Yeah. What did that actually do?
But also have enough information to know that, alright, I may like this game and all that.
Yeah. Oh, that must have changed there. Okay. Sorry, no time for you this time. Okay. Let's take a quick look. And then finish the level. Okay, that's a big gap between each part. Okay.
And do you need to redo everything, or?
Doesn't look like it, no. So the game is merciful in that way, at least.
Except with the keys.
Yeah. Oop. Okay, you might need a store's double jump for that. But I think we can call it there.
Yeah.
It's a good game, but not much for our style.
Yeah. It's really interesting, has some story, but unsure if the combo is right for us.
Yeah. Again, if it does turn out to have a lot more story later on, as some games do have, just perfect time for that to stop. If I find that it has more story going on, I will pause the playthrough, and I guess Rom is back off to sleep. Or maybe they need to reconnect again. Yeah, if there's more story further in that I find, and it's enough, I think, for streaming, maybe we'll stream it then. But for the moment, again, good game, not our style. So let's move on to the next game. And yeah, I've avoided learning about this one, but just the fact that it's published by Devolver Digital, I think, and Doinksoft. We've played games from them before. Gato Roboto, exactly, to be precise, if I remember correctly. Yeah, it's Gunbrella.
If I remember right, it's an actual quote-unquote nickname for an old assassin weapon.
Yeah, there was at least one, maybe two confirmed assassinations with quote-unquote umbrella guns, but there was more injecting people with toxic or poison capsules than actually gunning them down.
Yeah, more like a gun, something more like a tranquilizer gun, except it replaces the tranquilizer with something else.
Yeah. And it fires not a dart, but a capsule directly into the skin after them stabbing with the point. Let me do a quick look for Doinksoft.
Yeah. Otherwise, I think Gunbrellas in, games and comics and movies and such, but actually go all the way.
And yeah, I got it. I remembered correctly. Doinksoft is also behind Gato Roboto, that little Metroidvania that we really liked.
Okay, that's interesting.
Okay,
I think we spoke about the other games in the past.
Sadly, when I clicked the...
You investigated...
Sadly, when I on Steam, when I press the button to go to Doinksoft, it redirects to Devolver Digital instead. So, yeah, I'll have to do a bit... I'll probably have to look around on Wikipedia or such for what other games Doinksoft might have made specifically. But yeah, with Devolver Digital, we have spoken of them before. They don't always publish good games, but usually it's at the very least interesting games.
Yeah, and I don't know too much about them, but from what I heard when they've been mentioned, they seem to have a decent reputation.
Yeah. Alright,
Like,
let's
they're
start
not
the game.
greedy.
Okay, new game. Hard, normal, and easy. Let's go with normal. And start the timer. Picking mushrooms. Nom nom nom.
So it's you. I said, let me see what it.
Go over digital presents. Can't really judge the graphics so far because of the sepia filter. Okay, oh. I thought the smoke was something else for a second, but that's a burning home.
Oh, you're right. I was wondering, why is there a spike through the house?
Game by Doinksoft. Hey, you, wake up. Rise and shine, lad. Ah, that's better. You're making those noises again after your lights went out. Rocked to sleep by Mother Sea. We will be touching land anytime now, lad. Ready yourself to go above board. In case I forgot to say something, I hope you find what you're looking for. Gunbrella. Okay, those old style Resident Evil announcement readings of the title. Alright, so we're on a quest for revenge, I'm guessing. Over here, sleepyhead. And watch your step getting off that boat. Okay. General stuff. Aim. Let's not shoot the guy who brought us over. Or not. Ahoy, stranger. We arrived, safe and sound, just like a So it is the ferryman. Oh, I almost forgot. You dropped this while you were aboard. A doll. You'll definitely be needing that. If you're looking for answers, try the big city, Ellendale. Keep your eyes peeled, though, lads. During my travels, I've heard some sinister murmurs about this draft region. Makes me a bit uneasy, if I'm being honest. Okay, I like that. I like that some of the bits, some of the text is animated like that. Katana Zero had similar, and it had a really good effect, if you ask me.
Yeah.
Okay. New quest added. First investigations. Gunbrella. Told you before that contraption is unlike anything I've ever seen. I'm not one for weaponry, but it does have a certain elegance about it. And that insignia sure is interesting. Ask around, Paul. Lots of folks come and go, but Easton passes through Allendale. If you take the train from Orwell, you'll be there in no time. Orwell? Orwell. You should catch a ride on the train. There's a quaint little shanty town just beyond the tracks. Smells like shit. The train station there is the quickest way to get to Allendale. Strange rumors? I'd rather not get into it now, lads. I've got deliveries to make, and you have some investigating to do, by the sound of it. Anyway, I can hardly tell the ghost stories apart from the night horrors these days. Bah. I've got no time for such fantasies. It's been nice chatting with you, but I've got some work to finish up. Anyway, take care. Okay, so we don't always get to ask everything. Okay. Right trigger.
Wait, he's not left, so maybe you can.
Nope.
Oh,
Well, he did say that they couldn't really tell them apart. Objectives and intel are recorded in your journal. Open a journal with that button and I keep forgetting which one is considered select and which one is considered start. I think it's start on the right. Let's see. Get a train pass. Okay. Similar style to Gato Roboto, but a lot more advanced. 8 jump. Got no double jump yet. Jump and hold the stick against the wall to cling to it. Okay, and a wall jump. Okay.
yeah, I guess, but they learned from Roboto
Gato Roboto.
that one. They added to this with improvements and polish.
Keep the Gunbrella open while aiming upward to glide through the air. Okay, so we have a sort of extra... Okay, we have a double jump with the Gunbrella by opening it. And we use it for dashing as well. Okay. Combining dashes and double jumps together. X or right trigger to shoot. Hold right trigger to... the right stick to utilize precision aiming. Let's see. Okay, left shoulder button for recharge. Left trigger also works for jump. Oh, hello there. Let's see. Doesn't really seem that we need to reload. So what did I do with this? Okay.
Here comes Hilly Poppins.
Okay. In water, tap A while holding the stick to swim. Perform an umbrella dash with right right shoulder to move more quickly. Okay, so we can swim.
Is a Discord in the water?
Apparently. Did I forgot to put on Do Not Disturb mode there again, didn't I? Okay, let me deal with that for a second. My nose starts to itch again. Red apple. When your vitality is low, use a consumable. Use those to cycle through consumables. Left button to consume. Okay, so we had something, but I used it up already.
Consume the consumables.
There we go. What have we here? The Truth About Consumables by Punctual Pete's. Bandages will heal your vitality fully. Food items grant bonus vitality. Consume food items to add up to 3 points of additional protection. Armed with this truth, you can live a happy and healthy life. Okay, so we could save those up for technically healing, or we could use them as a buffer until our actual health gets hurt.
Like that.
Don't forget to rest. Sit on a bench to restore your vitality and save your progress. Well, it's better than a bonfire. Alright. Open the Gunbrella with right shoulder to block. Block immediate before contact to reflect bullets. Okay. Attention. Please tidy up the area after using public spaces. Gorehounds are drawn to the smell of trash. Okay. Gorehound pelts. Okay. Can we climb this? No.
Gorehounds? I thought those were lizards. Oh dear.
Open the Gunbrella on a zipline to attach to it. Close it to disengage. Alright. Okay, we can just go whichever way. No need to mind momentum. And yes, I almost did fall to my death there. King Station. Red line information. The railway system offers services to Orwell Allendale Base Camp. All passengers must carry with them a valid train pass. Property of Avalon Industries. Okay. So where we can go is blocked by what train passes we have, I'm guessing. ID, please. You're not from around here, huh? You need to see a train pass in order to let you ride. They are issued by Avalon Industries, so you'll have to speak to an officer if you want one. Between you and me, I'm not looking too closely. If you have one you can borrow.
Okay.
Yeah, they don't pay him enough to bother. Peekaboo! Huh? You look lost. Kinda sketchy, says the guy hiding behind a fence trying to jump scare people. Why isn't she written yet? Hey! Oh, excuse me, I'm a bit lost in thought. I'm cleaning some stuff up before Goldenrod comes to visit. I'm a little worried though. Normally she writes me ahead of time. Did you need something? My apples are famous. Please take a look. Okay, fruit stand. We can buy some apples. A golden apple, of course. Delicious golden apple. Adds bonus vitality, but sure is expensive. Okay. Thank you.
Nice, the art styles and pixel work.
Yeah. Hmm? It's for keeping the rain off you. Right? Okay, she has absolutely no idea about the Gunbrella. Goldenrod? She lives in the next town east of here, Orwell. I have a photo. 1 sec. Okay. Blonde. Wears black and one of those little hats on top. Cute, huh? Anyway. She's supposed to be coming to visit tomorrow, but I haven't heard anything yet. I'm a bit worried. But the train lines between here and Orwell get shut down all the time. So it doesn't mean anything or anything. Okay, so it could be nothing, but it could be everything. Oh, you're heading to Edendale? That means you'll be passing through Orwell. If you end up stopping in Orwell, could you keep an eye out for Goldenrod? She's hard to miss. She has beautiful blonde hair and a sweet smile. Yes, thank you. If you see her, tell her I'm worried, okay? New quest, where is Goldenrod? The first thing I think of when I hear Goldenrod is freaking Pokemon.
What?
Hello. Goldenrod City. Who do you think you are? Going through someone's things like that. Not cool. Ugh. Sorry, fella. Your breeders ain't what they ought to be. You know how it is. Working in the crude mines all day, every day.
Yeah, that was an actual issue for miners.
Yeah. Fishing, lovely fishing. Opening my backpack with start. You have to look at my catch. Oh. Didn't see you standing there. I was all distracted thinking about fish. That contraption you got there. Where did you get it, I wonder? Where about the Gunbrella? I am just a simple fisherman. I don't meddle with weapons. I haven't for a very long time, so you used to talk about fishing. Oh, I'm so glad you asked. A fellow lover of fishing is always welcome in my home. You know what? My life used to be a lot harder before I retired and took up fishing. I'm not saying it's easy now, what with Doll over there catching ill. But it's the simple things that keep us afloat. You seem like you're carrying around a lot of weight, huh? You ever thought of letting it go? Maybe it's time to return to the pond and throw a line. Oh, heck, listen. I do not talk about these kinds of things. But maybe take the train to Allendale and find someone who knows all about that weapon of yours. Can't get to Allendale without a train pass, though. And ask around town about it. Someone's probably got an extra. I'll tell you more, but I can't. Okay, so you know more, but you refuse or can't talk about it.
Yeah, I was gonna say this already. I think we may have a good game for streaming.
Yep. Let's see. Can we get any further here? Don't really think we... Oh, yeah, we can get up on the roof here. Okay. Attention, sewer is to be accessed only by personnel who have been certified. If you have not been trained in holding down left stick while jumping, you have no business messing with the sewer caps. The sewer is not a playground, it's a utility system.
That is true.
Yep. Who left this? Who left the bench down here?
Probably for the workers to sit down and rest before continuing.
That as well, probably, yeah. Okay, a frog of sorts.
That's balls? Oh, just a door that closed.
Yep. Okay, the bubbles hurt, and that frog must have blown some... Oh, red barrels. There we go. Okay, they don't detonate on impact, on getting hits. Okay. A rats, bandage. Oh, we can pick up rats. Okay.
Wait, rat full. What?
Wait, can we? No, we can't eat the rats. That's a relief.
But why do they say rat full? Can we use them for something else?
Maybe. Doesn't look like there's anywhere else to go here, actually. Okay, I'm guessing someone is going to need rats. That was a lot shorter than I thought. Mary Poppins our way out of there.
No, no, Healy Poppins. Or Harry Poppins?
Yep. Oh, clever. A bandage, and we can get over here. Okay. Well, that was a nice little secret.
Yeah.
Items are always useful. Okay. No, it does. Well, if anyone needs rats, it's probably you. Did you just come from the fisherman's house? I'm only asking because, well, I need some rats, you see. 3 good rats, to be exact. Why? Isn't it obvious? I like them. There's lots of them in the sewers. Lots of good rats. I guess we found Beanie, huh? Behind the fisherman's house, rats in the sewers. That face. Ah, yes, a beautiful rat, thank you. I'll take that. Ah, yes, a beautiful rat. I'm full up on beautiful rats. Heard you were looking for a train pass. Take it. All I need is rats from now on. Nice doing business with you. Okay, let's just just get away before Beanie's weird cousin gets weirder.
I just saw, but I think it was a rat on his grill spinning around.
Howdy, please. Going somewhere? Yes. Okay, so okay, we don't need train pass for specific areas. Okay, Outer King Station. In we go. Alright, nice looking train. We can go where we want, but where we can go is of course limited by, well, where the train can go. Going somewhere? No. Okay. Not getting any info from them. Get some bucks off of that corpse. Okay. Yeah, combat is simple as of now. Welcome back, Rom. It is going to get more difficult later on, I'm pretty sure.
Hello, Rom.
Hey,
Hey.
I quit not because I wanted to quit, but because I've been trying to figure out how to run Doom 64 or Quake, and they have the issue of fuck you, the resolution's too big for your laptop. For my laptop, what am I talking about? My monitor, which is rather funny because, you know, fuck me, I guess.
Okay.
Dextera might be able to help you with the Doom 64 at least.
Hopefully. So, how are you guys doing?
Pretty well.
Oh,
And you?
Tired, and my nose is still stuffed because apparently I can't go 2 weeks without somehow being ill in some fashion.
Yeah. Caution. Please exercise caution with this crude power generator. Do not poke, prod, or otherwise puncture this device in any way. Also, do not use up and down to cycle through all available ammo types, neglecting a grenade. Additionally, do not use right stick to aim a grenade and then fire it using X. And if you don't have a grenade, by no means should you pull the lever to the right of this sign. Destruction of this unit may cause locked security doors in the adjacent room to become inactive. Avalon Industries. Someone got paid by the someone got paid by the words. All right. And that opens that up. Okay.
Oh dear.
I was about to say there was a chest there with roasted garlic. Nice. Yoink. Of course I'm going to grab extras.
How many grenades can you carry?
Probably more than one, or that can be upgraded later, perhaps.
Question.
Answer. Okay. Cash. We'll take that. Okay. But yeah, this game is Gunbrella, Ram, in case you didn't know of it, and it's basically what if Mary Poppins had a shotgun.
I'm fucking Mary Poppins, yo.
Again, so we repeat this joke again. Hilly Poppins.
But yeah, so far this is definitely going to be one I want to continue. I want to stream in its full.
Actually, I think I may have got a better name. Hilly Boomin? What? A gun go boom.
I just realized it's the man with no name who decided to take Mary Poppins' job.
Basically, it seems like. Okay. Here we go.
So anyways, I was gonna say... Yeah, when the money showed up, I was gonna say, the quarter, that elusive money that the Ed boys kept looking for. And then I realized, wait, does anybody watching this even know what Ed and Eddie even is?
Yes.
Oh.
Or I do. So technically I'm making this, not watching it.
I know of Eddie and Eddie. Didn't watch too much of them since, as a kid, I did not like them.
And as an adult?
Neutral. I don't think it's a show for me, really.
Fair enough.
Yeah, apparently it got hated by the reviewers at first as well.
Huh.
Hello, a coil.
I liked it.
It can be a bit much at times, Orwell Town. But it is still, in general, a good comedy show. More pictures of that night guy. Is that Punctual Pete? Oh. Huh? Oh, a visitor. Oh, you look kind enough. Maybe, what's the trinket you've got there? Can I fetch you anything? Some tea, perhaps? Never mind then. If you see my boy, can you please tell him to come inside for supper? His name is Ollie. He's usually playing out there on the main road. That's about. He's a good boy, that Ollie. He's been pretty lonely since his father left. Yeah, it's nice to not be the only lonely one around, I suppose. They were sharing a drink called loneliness, but it's better than drinking alone. I think that happens daily for the company of that child. And the kittens. Yep, I was referencing Piano Man. Automatically climb. Okay.
Who the heck is Piano Man?
It's a song.
Okay. I
Sing
don't think
us
I
a
heard
song,
that
You're
one.
the Piano Man, that one.
Yeah, sorry, I haven't heard that one.
Hello. Hey, mister. Can't you see I'm busy here? Busy doing what? Guarding the gate?
Wait, did you hear the voice?
Oi,
I think that's supposed to be a imitating a certain British accent.
Probably. We have a tiny anchor symbol up on the roof of on the over here. Hello there. You know Bill? Take a walk, bud. You got to know the right people around here if you want to get places. I don't trust you a bit. If you don't trust me a bit, maybe you trust me a lot.
I think your
Bill's pills.
shell just hit his head.
Okay, so I guess I guess Bill from Left 4 Dead managed to set up a place and kept Lewis out. I am Bill from Bill's Pills. Welcome to Bill's Pills.
Of
I suggest you
course.
buy one of each so you can mix and match. Me? I'm on all of them. But you can start with just one.
Oh,
Milk
that's the
Bell,
face.
Lucky Stars, Bandage.
It's a pill that heals you slowly over time. A pill that improves your fortune.
What?
Let's buy one of these. Let's see. Skin of a Gorehound sells for more than one might expect. 38, okay. Spare machine parts, someone might pay for this. Okay, I thought maybe maybe there's a bit of crafting or something. But no, it says, I guess these things are more for sales, for selling stuff. 3 long-range bullets per round. Okay, so burst fire mode.
Let's take a look at his artwork that we saw there. We had quite a look.
Yeah, he looks like a Western Grunkle Stan.
I bet. He looks like a snake oil salesman that's got homeless but decided to keep on the trade.
And still has the trade. Yes.
Krug, what kind of life name is that? Krug Life seems like it's a band.
Oh dear.
No. I'm guessing we'll need to do more than that to get through here. Yeah. Okay. Let's see what else we can find around here. Good day, fellow traveler. Did you get stuck here in Orwell too? Such a pain. I fear I may miss my book signing. Ask about Orwell? I don't live here. In fact, I can barely stand it. Well, we can barely stand on this little ledge, so can you hurry up before I break my leg holding this much weight? I was passing through when the trains were suddenly stopped and we were deposited here. Dusky, dinky Orwell. That's for my home, Allendale. It's about Allendale. Oh, you've never been? You simply have to visit. It has its rough edges, but I could never live anywhere else. There's a lot of beauty to be found among the rabble. And I simply prefer the excitement of the city to the dullery of places like this. No offense. My name is Adelaide. Look me up if you happen to visit. We can get a drink together. Okay. Stop right there, out-of-towner. closed off the eastern half of Orwell as per the Major's official emergency action plan. It should be no surprise that the Colt 45 is to blame. Colt? Colt 45? Colt 45? Who did freak snatch the mayor and that sweet gal? Goldenrod, I think her name was. Yep, keeping the barricade up will prove to be an intelligent move, you'll see. And consider it a wise move. A genius move, even. A move that proved beyond any shadow of doubt the rock-solid diplomacy and impeccable ethics of our beloved mayor are to be found in the ditch. The mayor. Oh god! The mayor! Harls! You're always over-worrying about these things. The mayor is fine. He's probably giving them a good, long, authoritative talking to. Don't listen to him, boy. He's just a stick in the mud. He's always breaking my coconuts. So embarrassing. Free Mayor Orwell. Okay. We have hit 30 minutes though, so shall we extend or... Well, we know we're going to stream this, so no need for an extension, I think.
Yeah, so I want us to play more this, and I suspect this may not be too long of a game. So we should usually investigate that. But yeah, this one is an easy yes.
Yeah. Okay, so that's one no, but not for bad reasons. One yes.
What the... Captain?
What?
Did you leave a coffee stain on the... Just over Rom's head. There's a coffee stain from a coffee mug there.
Yeah, I know. Okay, next game.
In a way, it kind of looks like you accidentally gave Rom a half a halo.
I probably should still find some time and money to get someone to make a better logo than that, but until then, yeah, that slap together thing we'll have to do. Anyways, in other waters, I should have segued that. In other news, here's In Other Waters.
Oh dear gods.
Okay. Okay, we can use the controller here for this, but I get the feeling the mouse might work better, or... Okay, the mouse doesn't register at the moment. Where is it on the other... It's on the other screen. There we go. Okay, new game. First slot, Taxa. Okay. Bicol, exoplanet, extraction, transitioning. Okay. Starting the timer. There. Fellow Traveler presents. And some construction work going on outside on the road. Nothing too heavy, so it shouldn't be too noisy. A jump over the age game. Created, designed, and written by Garrett Damian Martin. Okay, I know Martin can be your last name as well, but for a second I was going to make a joke for these three guys. Music and sound by Amos Roddy. Additional programming by Chris Payne. No relationship to any Maxis. In Other Waters. Okay, what are these blips? This game was very well reviewed on Steam. Error detected. Rebuilding memory. Okay, recovering last known log, dated 2189, user AN sensory disabled, so sensorium disabled. There isn't any time left. This is going to be more restrictive than you are used to, but you are resourceful, I know you. I'm sorry, Oki, but I can't can have them find you. I can't lose everything we have achieved. And the rest is too... The rest is too mucked up to translate.
Sorry about that. I had to blow my nose because
Yeah,
my
come back.
it's stuck. So I'm guessing Gunbrella is a yes.
Yeah.
Correct.
Let's see. This is Dr. Ellery Vass. It continues whenever we aren't pressing. I've been locked out and I'm 20 meters below the surface here. I say again, this is Dr. Ellery Vass. Can any operator personas on this suit please respond?
Oh, there's a timer.
Yeah. Is that a no? Operator, activate all systems. Pilot authorization granted. Utility. Okay, utilities available. Let's see. Sampling, sample storage, terminal and retrieval seem to be installed. Power. The power panel is activating. Plenty of juice. Oxygen panel is up and rebreather functioning. I'm off reserve oxygen now. Scan and topography. Readouts coming through, looking good. I'm seeing the heading panel coming online, excellent. And last but not least, the depth. Okay, good. The dive panel is active, current reading of 20 meters. Okay.
Why does this feel like a
You
less grim
don't
version of?
Iron lung?
Yeah.
I don't seem to... You're not an operator, are you? And what are you? Why are you installed in this suit? Help me out here. I knew there was something strange about this suit when I got inside. It looks decades old. Look, we don't have time for this. So whatever program or system you are, I need you to work with me. You seem to respond to voice commands, so that's a start. We need to head north. I'll explain once we get going, but right now I'm locked out of half the systems of this suit. Someone somehow has rewritten the permissions to only respond to internal messaging. That means you. So I'm going to need you to take control and let's get moving. Take me north into the reef. Please. Okay. I would like to if I could. Okay, with shoulder buttons I can go. Okay. Scan. Yeah, there's something there. Okay, I can zoom in and out, but what do we actually need to do? Let's see. Southern Gully, feature observations. Steep rock walls rise up towards the surface on either side. The floor is layered with pale sand. EV. Oh, okay. We need to scan places, then we can head towards them. Okay. Good. Whatever you're doing, it's working. Let's keep heading north. Okay. And what? Scan. Yeah. Then the right trigger, or the right stick. Narrow pass. A boulder fills the passage, blocking out the warm light of Glyph 667 sees 3 stars. Okay. Vector clear and go. Okay. Gully opening. Here the passage opens out back into the dappled light of the reef shallows. Okay. Scan. Soft currents. Softly flowing water is filled with glittering particles of organic matter. Signs of rich and thriving life all around. Okay, now things are going to open up, I'm guessing. Look, in the water. Are those spores? And those stalks to the west, they look like huge fungi. This is unbelievable. Actual alien life. How could Minea have kept this place a secret? I saw her nose at the base when I landed and some telltale signs in approach. Here it is. The first extraterrestrial life humanity has ever discovered. I can't believe it. Okay. Oop. Let's see. Southern Nursery. Protected by the ridges from the strong northern currents, this could be a safe haven for younger, softer species. Bed of stalks. Fungal creature made up of a series of stalks and plates. Oop. These stalks are beautiful. I wonder how they feed, how they grow, how they communicate. This place, this planet, needs to be studied. Keep scanning creatures and I'll keep notes. Once we've gathered enough data, I can name and log each species. No matter what happens here, this is vital work. Okay. Color range from dark amber to acid yellow. Strange stalks. Beds of these creatures coat the pale rocks. Are these plants or animals? They are unlike any earth, coral, or sponge. Let's head there for the moment. We can just head to the other point from there if need be. Oh. What were those creatures? They were hidden among the stalks. Quickly, try to get a scan. Let's see. Bed of stalks. This creature's external membrane appears to be made of layers of chitin, like earth, arthropods, or fungi. I'm seeing a complex pattern of contracting and expanding slits in this stalk's membrane. Mouths or sensing organs. And the stalks here are furred with spores which appear to have drifted down from the northern part of the reef. Another bed of stalks. These colonies are producing a shifting hum. Perhaps it's a form of communication between individuals. These stalks are covered in spores of all sizes. Perhaps we can sample one of the larger ones? I'm in position. You'll have to take the sample. Opening up the sampling utility. Over here? Let's see. Okay. Fungal, 5%, seed, 0%. Okay. I'm pressing A, but it doesn't seem to be doing anything.
Okay. So far, the game is interesting, since I was definitely a story going on. However, my concern is the gameplay.
Yeah. With the position, you just need to line it up close to clamps and then extract it.
This
How do I
feels
close the
like
clamp?
Iron Lung, only we're just looking through the console instead of actually going through the sub.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, it looks interesting, but... I have my concerns.
It would be nice if the game also said what exactly I'm supposed to do here, because pressing A does nothing. Up and... Oh. Need to press the up and down arrows. We've got one. Biological samples are vital tools for analyzing and understanding creatures. Okay. But the suit should also allow you to deploy any sample back into the ocean. Now you test it out. Hold and drag it over the central compass. Okay. And there they go. Great, that's working as it should. Look, those creatures are coming from the spores. Or for the spores. Why these ones in particular, I wonder? Perhaps different spores can carry different compounds, each with a specific purpose or message. What do you think? Could the spores be a way of communicating between different colonies? Okay, we can answer in positive or negative at the bottom with the arrows. It isn't that strange. Fungi and Earth form networks of exchange. Maybe these stalks do the same. Anyway, sorry, I'm not sure why I... Let's keep moving. Yeah, someone is a bit... someone is very starved of a company. Seeing spores entering and exiting the slits on the surface of the stalk. Something is being exchanged. A smooth boulder. Sits among layers of lichen. Could it have been thrown here during a volcanically active period in the planet's history? Oh, oh, we caught something for a second there. These are such lively creatures, and so colorful too. I'll start logging my observations. Ooh. A bit too quick to scan. Yeah, I think this is going to be another case of a good game that's just not really our style.
Yeah, though in this case, it's more of it has story, but this is the gameplay this issue.
Yeah, I'm uploading my initial notes. Let's call these reef stalks. You can classify the species in the lab. Fungal creature which communicates through sounds and spores, an interlocking ecosystem seeded across the reef. More reef stalks. Okay. What is it that dictates the reef's growth pattern? Sunlight? The flow of water? Whatever it is, it must be absent here. Yeah, it's just a little dead zone. Yep.
It's gonna fix the thing.
Okay, seems that we did get a scan on one of those things. Spores from the main part of the reef were brought into the southern nurseries here by a steady stream. Let's see, we might have a better angle on that creature from here. Hey, can I ask you something? I've worked with AI programs before, but you aren't like them. They're predictable, programmatic, dull. Their intelligence allows them to log and process data, that's all. But you are different. I feel like you are alive. You understand what I'm saying? Yes? Then you are different. I'm glad I'm not just imagining it. But what are you? And what are you doing in this suit? Good questions. More of that stalk patch. Which creature I've gathered them here or just occurrence? That was one of those creatures again. Let's head this way. The current running from the slows here. But further north the water whips down the rift with incredible speeds. Okay, yellow ones we can ignore. Long rift, wide and long with sheer rock walls on either side. This deep reef challenges unpredictable currents. So let's avoid that for a second. Overgrown arch. This arch is covered in hardened stalks. Perhaps the slow current passing through brought near spores to settle here. Okay. Oh, hello there. Shelled creature. Mobile creature with a large translucent shell and 4 swimming appendages when it's used for rapid rowing motion. These creatures have such beautiful translucent shells. I'll start logging data on them as we find them. Okay. Let's take a quick peek here, because it's clear that we need to head that way to make progress. Okay, we can move further here. Strong currents. Like with spores, this water runs fast and hard. The suit can't push any further north here without better propulsion. Okay, we can't go there. Alright. I thought we could maybe go to that point and no further. Okay, so we might need to find upgrades of sorts. Large stalk. Static creature made up of... These huge stalks are incredible. Each vertical ecosystem. Of one huge flexible stalk, unclear if swaying is due to current or produced by the stalk's own body. They're leaking spores into the water as the fruiting bodies attach to their skin bloom. And a large stalk. And yeah. I can see that this game could be very interesting, but rather boring to stream. Did you see that? The stalks responded to our movements. They extended as we passed through the arch. Perhaps it was the sound we made when we moved through? We should be careful not to get trapped here. This suit's power capacity is limited. Okay. Feeding grounds. That creature again. Let's move over here. Look, over to the southwest. That stalk is totally calcified. Looks like a good sample candidate. Okay. Another large stalk. Another stalk. And another one. Okay, let's get a sample of this. Stalk looks dead. Open up the sampling panel and we can extract some of the outer membrane. There's lots of dead material here, so we should be able to take multiple samples. Okay. There, up, down, retrieve. Up, down, and retrieve. Okay, so the chitin appears to be hardened with calcium carbonate. That could be useful if we need to boost our power. The suit is able to metabolize organic compounds to produce fuel, and just drag them over to the power panel. The suit displays how much oxygen or power each sample can produce. Okay, so that's what that was about. No point wasting important samples. With these, we can keep one sample so we can analyze it back on the base, and use the other for power boost. Okay, the power is starting to drop. So...
I'm back for now. And I also need to go to the bathroom.
Can I... Okay. Yeah, I think it might be easier to just use the mouse for this. Sing stock. Okay, data gathered. I've named these sing stalks for that strange hum they produce. What is its precise function, I wonder? Okay. Go. Yeah, I think this would be easier to play with the mouse. What is that? Yeah, we don't have to keep things in our aim to scan them. Agile creature. These creatures appear to maneuver with a series of siphon jets, concealed beneath their folded mantles. They're incredibly fast. Where canyon rocks here are clear of stalks and other growths. Is their absence a territorial marker or just a side effect of the conditions of these waters? Okay, I am interested about this world, but yeah, I don't think we'll be streaming this.
Yeah, like I find it interesting, but the way they choose to portray this world is kind of
boring.
Yeah, like some images of the animals and creatures would be nice.
It's playing on a bit of like the old Zork style and such, that you have to imagine it more than being told and such. So this place is a dead end.
I mean, imagine it instead of being shown.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we can call it on this one a bit early.
Yeah.
And yeah, that the air it is. This is going to be a no, but again, more because it's not going to be fitting for our style of streams.
Yeah. It is a story, yes, which could have been interesting, but just the gameplay is. Yeah, sorry,
it would be boring to look at.
Yeah.
Okay. Moving on to our fourth game then, and I think we can do another one, because we cut that one short. But yeah, number 4, Jazzpunk. I've heard not much about this game, but what I have heard is that it's funny. So, let's start.
I know that game. It's like... The problem with Jazzpunk is that it's kind of short.
Okay. Also, those pillars absolutely do not look like cigarettes.
Hey, look! Totally not a person.
I may have seen Captain Sauce play this.
Microphone Games presents Human. Wait. Is this supposed to imply that's because someone wasn't a cyborg, they got shipped as cargo? Oh, why was there a whale between that?
Why not?
Of course. Also, those birds seem to have 4 wings instead of 2. Maybe I just saw that wrong. Switchboards. At least this isn't changing too fast that it... Okay, now it's starting to get into a bit too flashy there. Like the game was trying to prove me wrong.
Is it over?
Anyways, yes.
Oh, finally.
I might need to put in a small seizure warning on that.
Yeah, I don't have LPC people, so do not worry. However, my eyes do get annoyed by it.
Welcome to Darlington.
We were shipped. Okay, okay, I can't use the keyboard, so I have to use this. Reginald Aubrey Independence and Turing Finances. Lens and Co. Quantum Accounting. These are all physics puns. Carter Fairfax Import Export Limited. Not sure about that.
There it is.
There.
Sit down, honey. The director will be right with you.
Yeah, I seen Captain Sauce play this a bit.
Full screen.
I think you're looking for controls.
I was looking for subtitles, but they seem to be not a
The
thing.
director will be with you shortly.
Oh.
No, wait, there it is.
Okay. Peruse the articles. VR guide. Does Verticon scanning cause schizophrenia? That's quick. Black hat. Inside leak spec on the breeder's digestive organs. Black market price guide. Soaked wetware enthusiast magazine. Compare 13 biosocket lubricants. Playbots. Low gauges. Stable and bistable high voltages. 1949 cable 4 trim 2-door manual transmission 12-track lithium disc player. Uranium-236 rods recently replaced. Reactor has been fully serviced. And saxophone lessons because it can't be a jazz. You can't have jazz without sax.
Please, have a seat. We've much business to discuss.
Yep. Really?
Hey, look, a whip percussion.
Basically, we need you to infiltrate the Soviet consulate.
The Soviet consulate?
They've taken some of our important technology, and it's imperative that we
Also, I
get
want
it
to
back in
point
the
out
right
that
hands.
consulate is misspelled on the fucking
As per usual,
whiteboard.
Here's your mission or subscription. Don't take too many. If you need me, I'll be in the wine cellar.
I bet you 50
let's
bucks
see.
to sleep behind the damn desk.
Take 1 capsule every mission or until reality is sufficiently augmented. Okay.
Called it. yeah,
Obtain
look-
the data
but yeah.
cartridge.
But yeah, just look at the Soviet consulate.
Yeah. It's supposed to be a
Just-
U there in the
Yep.
middle. Starting mission
Anyways.
quit.
To the mission.
Yep, okay, yeah,
No,
that
you're
is
not
too
my
flashy.
eyeballs.
Yeah, I think Captain Sauce censored those out.
Yeah, I'm going to have to block those over. Hello, totally
Do
not a
you have
spy.
the MacGuffin? Come back when you've got the MacGuffin. Pick me up a MacGuffin and a coffee. Do you have the MacGuffin?
Who's playing that music?
Also, just realized, infiltrate the Soviet consulate is just on the air, right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't remember too much about this game besides it being...
Flashbanged.
What?
Flashbang, you know, by the title.
I think I missed out that title a bit due to them censoring that part out.
Also, is the logo a sickle and a British hammer? Because it has a top hat.
Yeah, I just realized that.
I'm afraid you don't have appointment.
Typesetter fired.
Typesetter
ENIAC
fired.
pleads insanity. But yeah, I saw in the description that this is just a comedy game, so let's see. Lunchtime, communist plotting, vodka and biscuits, potato sack race.
That seems about right. Well, time for lunch. Yeah, that's easy. Oh shit, we lost our hand.
Wait, you lost your hand?
Mailbox marked with chalk on the side. You'll receive further instructions from there. We are everywhere in underwear. No, wait. I could tell you, but then I'd have to kill you. And then I'd have to resurrect you. Locate the mailbox marked with chalk.
Yes, we get it. Everywhere in underwear.
And then we realizes, wait, no, shit, I fucked it up.
Boolean electronic algorithms? Yep. All in our fucking
Ta-da!
face. Oh. Well, this is totally not going to be found. Really? Space invaders in a microscope. It's viruses.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you did. I was thinking squids? But no, that... You're correct.
There. Phage
complete.
Face infectors. Defeat a microscopic squadron of bacteria. Your bacter face, whatever. Uneventful news day seizes a nation. Moon explodes.
Also, the moon explodes.
Yeah, if you stream this is mainly for the comedy.
Nope. That's right, it's like mainframe of the week. What? Hello, Sputnik. All I need is a human heart. Okay.
Well, time to find a heart, I guess.
Metrics.
Yeah, nobody's gonna look into the... Oh, I got it.
What have we here?
Did we just...
Oh, we just went into cyberspace. What the... Comrade Crunch.
Wait.
Free
26.
whistle. Stays communist even in milk of capitalist pig. Inert glucose byproducts. Part of this this balanced modulator breakfast. Haunted wheat meal, imitation sugar substitutes, goat flour, what? Honey nuts, honey nut data clusters.
We're sorry. A dial tone of 2600 Hz is required to activate this trunk line. Please try...
There's the whistle.
Thank you for infiltrating the Iron Curtain net. To eject...
Anything in the... Nope.
To eject the data cartridge, press 1.
Yep.
Yeah.
Infiltrating the Iron Curtain net. To eject all sensitive information from our data...
You're right. target acquired. Sequential access memory, curl overruns, neo context dump plus neural registry selection, write protected master copy, no noise reduction.
Also, did no one notice what that phone said?
What did it say?
Thank you for infiltrating.
Ice.
The fire alarm and the ice alarm, and he just goes for the golden eye style.
Let's see. Floor lubricant.
If I'm right, I think there's 2 games of this.
Garbage chutes.
Well, time for the infiltration. Ah!
How did we end up in Japan?
Or the Japanese.
Microlux, industrial grade breadcrumb analog.
Fun fact, there was a lot more things to do than just break into the consulate and steal the data disk.
Welcome back. Our benefactors wish to extend their gratitude. I hope you're ready for another job.
Also, weren't your feet up?
Instar connections seem to have afforded him a particularly valuable artificial kidney. Estimated value on the red market's over 25 billion yen. We need you to extract this from him at any cost.
25 billion yen or 25 American.
Well by me. If you don't mind, I've got a landline to install.
He's passed out in his bed, isn't he? Called it.
What's with the squid?
Oh, that's the dude's the dude's favorite restaurant according to the chalkboard.
Wait, that's a squid doing the cat pose.
There he is. Follow the
I forgot what
cowboy.
it's called. What? Oh.
It's gonna love when a game is just so honestly dumb, huh?
Welcome to Little Japan?
それはミスの訓練だった。ごめんなさい。これで猿を飲む。
Let's come, I'm gonna be pissed.
だっての鳩を見る。
Eh.
ごめん。これで口払う。それは猿のミスだった。私は恥ずかしい。
Moving on!
Also, if I'm not right, the pigeons may actually be one of the few birds that can lactate. But I don't think it's commercialized.
Yeah.
Missing item, virus, and meds, fruit, and
Yep. Just have that crawling around. Yep. Let's get rid of that. Just eat a bottle and all. Yep.
I have a feeling
Side
if
effects
we...
include space madness, molting
melting skeleton faces, and hepatitis C++.
Yeah, if we ought to stream this, we're dragging wrong with us.
Yeah, I want to be for this madness.
Take my advice. Never overclock your underwear.
Is that the reason? Is that... No, wait, back up. Is that the reason why you're half robot and you overclocked your underwear?
The government.
Oh my god! It's Jesse Cox's character from Cyberpunk.
Can you give me a nibble of that cookie? Take my advice.
Do not eat.
Well,
Okay,
so
Dick Tracy.
So Dick Tracy's eating our goddamn instructions.
Wait, have you missed someone you can talk to?
My friendship has been infested with vases. I mean, opposite of that.
Well, time to go the full Legend of Zelda, I guess.
Do you see the flag?
Big fuckers.
Yeah.
Oh, I said
course we
flag.
made- Flag.
When they fly it, this is.
United States of Japan. Oh, got
Yep.
down one.
That fucker broke physics for a second.
For people
AKA your
wondering,
average fly.
this is yeah, this is a case of where the captain has become a bull.
At least I can cook these fries for dinner.
What?
Fry soup for everyone. I'm not that kind of girl.
What?
Fried soup.
Or flies soup.
Oh, ew.
Coffee too.
Coffee,
Bill
deal, cigarettes, use sandwich, ramen, cyborg, live centipede, use peace. Well, all we gotta do is follow the smoke.
Yeah.
And that's this weird thing, imitating a cat. What the heck?
That's a giant Q-tip.
I thought we were going to have to beat people up with this or something, like one of those double-sided batons.
Whoa, you crazy.
Okay.
Okay, that is lemonade for sale, 1,000 yen.
I'm guessing we just don't have money. Oh god!
I guess it's strawberry now.
Like, red lemonade, certainly.
I think that was her date.
Probably.
Right.
That was a bit dark,
Texas
wasn't it?
Yeah, Texas Catheter, Coffee Tooth, Atomic Ginger Ale, Snake Serum, Mayo Soda. Jesus.
I
hello.
pray no one ever does mayo so. Was that the Predator?
Apparently.
And for people who don't know, yes, female mantis does that to their mates. That's a low blow.
Well, it is aimed at where probably the junk would be.
I challenge you, Polyblank.
Oh yeah!
A sling match. Ooh, yeah. You think you got what it takes to take down
Also,
me?
match about Randy Savage out of fucking
Psycho
nowhere.
Johnny Mania.
What the? Well, the resolution went to shit.
Can I even get in here? Oh, wait. I cannot pick up. Oh,
So this is wrestling.
oh, we do have
Oh,
a
you
jump
can
button.
jump.
And now entering the ring, a new challenger.
Oh look, Mean Gene Okerlund.
Blank.
Is that her name, Polly Blank?
10-time
Apparently.
heavyweight world champion, Psycho Maniac. What do you intend to do to Polly Blank?
Come here, my 10-inch guns got your name on them. Ooh, I am Johnny Psycho 10-inch gun mania.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. The insane rantings of a madman. And you, Polly Blank, do you have any words for Mr. Psychopath?
Where the fuck am I here? Polly Foley, Blank, Johnny Psychomaniac.
Oh my god!
Put me down.
Can I pick these up?
Looks to me like you got a taste of Put me down.
Throw him up to the chair! No, wait. Throw him up to the table!
I
I don't even know what I'm saying. I'm just
Of course, his name is with zeros and ones as well. Because it's cyberpunk-ish.
I've been frothing at the mouth since I was 5 years old.
Ooh, that one hurt.
I just had a mad idea. Like, whenever we are unable to do
The
Borderlands,
audience is fired up.
and this is not available,
The audience is
I'll be up for it. Oh, wait, you have Watchdog.
Yeah.
You would be up for what?
Stupid games like this.
I'll see you at the next Psychomania challenge.
total
What just-
knockout. You are now
What
the
sport
ultimate
was this? Was this
heavyweight
wrestling?
champion
Was this
of the world.
boxing?
Now
Champagne
that
man.
you've won, what do you intend to do? Fascinating. Back to you in the
I'm
studio.
going to Disneyland.
Well, look, who's back for more punishment. Ooh.
Wait, no, we're done. We're done. We won.
Really? Of course, in fucking Cyberpunk, the pigeons and crows would make their nest out of electronics.
Oh, that's not a crow.
Where
I
did we
forgot what
end
they're
up?
called, but they're not crows.
Here again.
Wrong
What
color
is
of the
it?
beak.
What, is it
You
a
completely
raven?
lost the jackass.
Nope. I forgot the name, but no crow or raven has yellow patterns.
Nippon Telnet.
Nippon Telnet.
Yamete. What is
What?
your business here? I'm
Just want to go to a sushi bar.
Really?
Stop resisting.
Why does he have a laser baton?
Yamete,
Really?
Fuck you,
Just unlimited
lightning.
energy.
do not resist arrest.
I think it's working.
Stop resisting. Quit.
Ah, he'll be fine. It's not like he's 80% machine.
Please call maintenance.
Wait.
Yep.
By God, the murder of Jazz.
Oh, it's not a snake, just instruments?
It's a saxophone.
Yeah.
Jazz got punked. Spoon. Yeah.
Oh, lordy heck.
Someone playing VR here with ice cream cones.
Texas 24/7. Close 24/7.
What?
Okay. Access granted. Just USB wrist blades up there.
Meanwhile, in Night City.
Organ broker, money laundry, loan shark, optical alignment, the power strip. What is Burroughs Chemical Bank? 100-volt rail.
Gonna throw some food into the air fryer. Rum, make sure the captain doesn't die.
Okay, how much
I'll
time?
try.
Less than 5 minutes. XY deflectors. Oh, hello again, Dick Tracy.
Hey, everyone, look at me. I'm inside of a computer. Terabytes. People always ask me, hey, what do you carry around in that bindle of yours?
That's what those called.
And I tell them, well, it's just filled full of bytes and bits, nibbles. And, you know, this bindle's really just full of human bones. Hey, Ma,
Yours?
look at me. I'm in the internet. I am the Matrix. Oh, you know, don't mind me. I'm just surfing the information superhighway. Oh, I can see forever through space and time. I always get motion sick in cyberspace. Let me paint you a picture. You know, when I was a kid, they used to call me Wintermute, because I was always cold and I never used to say anything. IDDQD. I'm in God mode now. I'm invincible now. IDKFA. I'm unhackable. This is my firewall. Give me that sausage. Oh, I can sort of stack all day. I was least as punch. Up, down, left, up, down, A, B. Terabytes.
I'm back. What the heck?
Welcome back.
We're not dead, but we are stuck in Omega from Mass Effect 2.
Okay, how do we even do anything here? Apparently we got the spoon.
I have my eye on you. I don't like you. I don't trust you. Let me see your identification. Identification now. No punks allowed. You are not allowed to enter here. You are not authorized to enter.
Well, we need an ID.
Can't talk with you even though you seem important. Okay, guess we have to talk to this bunch here.
I'm Cassette, and this is my elite color badass motherfuckers. I'm Cynthia. I crack Wi-Fi and I break hearts.
Okay. What even... A, to talk to punks, B, do the heist, get away. I'm lost as to what we need to be doing, but we're pretty much out of time with only like a minute and a half. So I'm not even sure what the hell.
Yeah. No, I'm not sure if we should stream it or not. Like, there's comedy, yes, but
it's also just batshit insane.
Yeah, and we easily got lost.
Okay, making a note. Seizure warning. Or Jazzpunk. Okay, shall we do one more game then?
Yeah, let's do one more for... Otherwise it's rather short.
Yeah, 2 hours.
I think I'm gonna call it here. I'm kind of sleepy. You guys have a good one.
See you next time.
Yes,
safe.
Headphones and controller advised. Made with Unity. Warning, this game may potentially cause seizure triggers. Oh great, another one. F-mods. Last Case of Benedict Fox. Definitive Edition. Okay. I've heard good about this game. Hello. Let me do a quick check here. Auto hide HUD, hold to interact. Audio, video. Let's remove that. Okay, nothing on subtitles or anything. So I'm hoping those are in automatically. Default or with a challenge? Let's go with default. Okay, and start the timer. This is a work of fiction. Explore sensitive subjects which may, some might find. Press D to know more. Oh. Yeah, trigger warnings for those. There we go. Well, it froze for a bit.
After the end of the Great War, it came to light that atrocities were being committed, not only on the battlefields, but also beyond them, in secret workrooms of the First Circle. To try and stop the vile endeavor, Ordo Irae came to being. Its purpose was to restrict unauthorized research, experimentation, and exploration of the void. Not all, however, are willing to be controlled.
Interesting style so far, at least.
This is what I've been looking for.
He who seeks does not err.
James Marvin Floyd.
Did you hear something? What's going on?
I'm totally not going to notice that exit. Oh, hello. Okay, right button to parry. Right shoulder, X to attack. Okay, heavy it down and X for a heavy. So recharge your flare gun. Okay. Dodge with that. Left to aim. X to shoot. Okay.
Right away, the game looks very interesting. However, also right away, before even it got interesting, I guess I just contradict myself there.
Shot at.
Predictions on myself, that is. The game looks interesting. My only concern is what it said at the beginning.
Yeah. When low on health with Miracle Water selected, hold up to fully heal over time or press up. Okay. Okay, we're definitely dealing with something eldritch.
Yeah.
It's quite literally coming out of our ass.
And is that the Eiffel Tower?
Benny. Okay, that should not have been shot.
Harry,
what?
I know where my father lives.
Do you have anything for me?
Not at the moment. I need to ask you to do me another favor. Can you get me another amplificator? I damaged this one while trying to escape.
I'll see what I can do.
29 Kimberly Way, Boston. Meet me there.
Okay, I was actually expecting more like a point and click or something. Game is at the absolute least very energetic in its presentation.
Yeah. No, it has a... Yeah, again, it's a showcase, so we see we stream it or not for... It has already shown a red flag.
Hello? Anyone here?
Only anguish fills this residence, Benedict.
You're saying there's no one here? Huh?
That doesn't have to mean that there's no one here. Library.
These runes look like the ancient writing of the old ones. This could be a fragment of what I'm seeking. The forgotten ritual.
Ritual. We're close. Don't let your fright hold you back now.
Since I found the first piece, there must be more.
Yeah, it looks to be more like a Metroidvania-like game.
Yeah.
Page. Go ahead.
You got confirmation, it's definitely cosmic horror.
A mind is formed by consuming the word. One must be cautious not to misshape it by accident. Every letter imprints itself subtly onto the reader's sanity. Untrained mind might not even notice it. I might be able to reverse engineer the ritual and find a way to set myself free of the companion.
Okay.
I'm guessing the companion might be our tag-along.
Yeah,
Did something just pop up behind us?
I realize now why they put that warning in front. Because it's a common fate of people gone insane in the Lovecraft novels.
Yeah. And ending it earlier.
Locked.
Okay, a puzzle. Some items might have more to inspect. Rotate with left to focus the inspection. My father's leather wallet. Smells like a father figure. Oddly enough, it has an Inquisitor's card inside. This can't be good. A key. Okay. Key with symbol. Beautiful key. Well made, sturdy, with a symbol that I do not know or understand. Another mystery to solve. Oh great, we stole Waluigi's house key. Now Waluigi is coming after us.
Coming worse. Could be Valuigia. Valugia? Something like that. Some lunatic combined the two. Valuigi with Lugia.
Let's see. I'm guessing we'll have to make these symbols with the keys or something. Anything further this way? Yes. Okay. Yeah, we'll definitely have to combine symbols to make other symbols. Go up, no. Okay.
Alright, then I'm gonna grab my food. Okay. I get more interested in this game now I understand the context of the warning in the beginning.
Yeah. The
But
plot
still,
twist band records. A month or two ago, nobody heard about them. Soon there will be few who have not. Okay. I can put that here. Some very stale tea next to that.
This must be the woman my father loves.
The embers of love are buried beneath the ash.
Beautiful with a certain sadness in her eyes, to her eyes. This is how I always imagined my mother looked like. Okay. Never knew his mother. Father is more than missing. Oh, this the basement here. Okay.
I got a bad feeling about this.
I'm supposed to be the one with bad feelings. Pull yourself together, Benedict.
Keyword symbol used. Okay, here I thought the darkness was going to be all edgy and
I
such.
lost my father before I had a chance to know him.
I can sense your despair, Benedict. The cadaver you call your father. His sorrow and dread have not yet dwindled. The shade is so dense and the madness so fierce that I can barely hold on.
No sign of a struggle anywhere around him. And yet, he defended himself desperately. But from whom?
Himself?
The trail of blood leads to this lock.
Not
another key
is lost yet. I can guide you through his memories, Benedict.
This entity that is stuck to Benedict is oddly helpful. Descend into the limbo, dive into the memories. Okay. New area added to map. Good. Totally expectable. Still wanted to see what would happen.
I'm back, yeah. Captain?
Yes.
A vile, sickly mass of concentrated ink, formed into a human-like abomination. Like a phlegm in the lung, it sticks to the mind.
Vanished. Okay.
Yeah, I was just gone for maybe a minute or two, and this is what I returned to you done?
Yep. Apparently, Benedict is a bit of a psychonaut.
I pulled you from the void. Limbo banished you, Benedict.
Yeah, Benedict jumped into the memories of his father's corpse.
Oh.
And that is manifesting as this hellhole. Okay. There we go. We can heal up to 3 from those, maybe more. Okay. Oop, what is that over there? I'm curious about this game, Conundrum's Key.
Notebook page describing the keys. It looks like the last one can be imbued with any number I want. I just have to find it.
Notebook describing the keys from Bothmer's diary. This is my father used it too. Okay, so there's a count. Thank you, Sigmund. Find all the untarnished notes of your father's journal. Okay.
Yeah, I'm also getting very interested. Alright.
Okay, we lost a double jump, it seems.
I do wonder if whenever we stream this, we should always have a warning about it.
Yeah. Combat is a bit simple at the moment, but that would hopefully improve. Another door. It won't open. Okay.
It's all dust.
Those attack, those attack tells come quite ahead of the actual attack.
Okay, I would say the game looks really damn good. Like there's a little passion into it. There are spots of water looking odd. But again, water is not always the easiest thing to animate.
Yeah.
Water looks fine, so nobody wanted there were 2 puddles of water looking weird. Tickle.
Let's see, do enemies respawn after a reset like that? Yes.
Indeed. And by the way, people, I'm pretty sure the thing I made a joke on is not a tickle monster.
Yeah.
I can't make this jump now, not while the amplificator is damaged.
Okay.
Yes. Without it, you won't be able to use my abilities fully. I can barely be of help to you.
Okay, so if we repair that thing, we get our double jump back, and probably other stuff. I do wonder what is with the moon symbol there.
Oh, I think I know why, what it's for.
Hercules contra plurus.
And in English? Something there.
I guess it's basically called them hellhounds, like the Cerberus and such.
Yep.
I guess the variant of the Hounds on Tantalos. This is for Lovecraft. But yeah, I guess the moon thing is related to your sanity, you know. lunatic and all that.
We do get something from defeating those. It's on the upper right with that purple tier thing. Splinters. Fragments of the shattered kitchen table.
This table used to bring the whole family together. I can still smell the aroma of their favorite coffee, the taste of good wine, and of their laughter, Benedict.
So, there was a time when the house was filled with joy.
Fragments of the shattered kitchen table. They still hold pleasant memories, proof that they were once in love, that they thought of themselves as family. Once. Added to the inventory. Okay. Now what might we use that for? Maybe as a sort of key. There. Yep. Guard too early and your guard drops before they attack. And that happens. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, I'm not the one playing, but what's your opinion on combat so far?
Like I said, a bit shallow, but I'm hoping it'll improve later in the game as we get more abilities and such. Like, Benedict is weak at the moment without that amplifier, amplificator. So I'm guessing once that's back, more combat stuff will open up. We did lose the ink that we had, apparently.
And also, you're only armed with a dagger.
There. Okay, heal up. Yeah, that ink is a resource that we'll probably need to use for upgrades or such, sort of Dark Souls-like, that we do drop them if we get killed.
Yeah, I feel like one of the things that needs to be mastered is the timing of blocks and all that.
Oh, that's what the moon is. It's shot.
Okay.
Oh, okay. So this door only opens from the other side. Okay. And yeah, we have an Estus flask of swords that refills. Okay. Whiffed. There we go.
Okay, knowing we can shoot that a little better should make the fighting easier.
Yeah. Deformed skull. The large cranium suggests an intelligent being with human-like features, but something is off. Homunculus, maybe? If not, then I don't know what it was, nor do I want to. Yeah, those teeth. And very misshapen back of the skull here.
It may be
still taking it, though.
It might be someone turning into a deep one.
Yeah.
The amplificator.
Yeah. What is the device that amplifies our connection doing in my father's memories?
No less in the hand of the organization's rat, Benedict.
Okay, so Benedict's father had something to do with the organization that made these. Climb up.
The turnkeys must perish for you to find your way home, Benedict.
Nor here, nor there. Unlock the first anchor. Femme Fatale, free the mysterious lady. Okay, with these anchors we can travel in and out of memories. I'm guessing. Blonde trauma, no signs of struggle. The ritual, is this the one? 1 of 3? His house. Someone in the mirror there.
With someone inside.
This foul ink seems to adhere to everything.
Your father's ego has suffered more than we anticipated. It's afflicted, devoured by infection, riddled with gangrene, Benedict.
Okay, no, don't touch. Ew, need more items to solve this puzzle. Let's not go through that.
Yeah,
actually, that is not a pathway.
I'm getting more into this game, and we have said this before, we don't really play horror games usually, but this is probably within the area we would allow it to.
Yeah, when I mean horror games, I mean more the type that are just running around, fleeing from enemies and such.
Yeah, and we probably also want to avoid something that just rely on jump scare.
Okay. Bedroom.
An embarrassing memory. Analyzed over and over. Shameful, itching, uncomfortable. Even for me.
Okay, trouble in the bedroom. Another anchor. Yep, one of you little jackasses. Let's see, what have we here? Another locked door. Probably also opens from the other side. Oops. I should probably try not to over-rely on that thing too much. I'm guessing we can get up to 4 shots. If those 4 slots underneath the bullet meter is that. Okay, we get a reload on that if we get to an anchor.
And probably also will upgrades.
Yep. Okay, now the ink counter says 0 of 20. Do we need to fill that? And we cannot get past that. Something this way. I like the map system. Let's not fall into the gunk. It's probably going to be something later to break through boards like that. Okay, shortcut. Hello? What is this? Something we can look at but not interact with.
This resembles one of the symbols on the keys, but more complicated. Still no clue what to do with them.
We'll probably have to combine keys to make new keys, or more advanced keys, if that makes sense. Just at the reach there. I wonder if we're going to run into some sort of boss. Freaking timing!
Yeah, you just had to jinx it.
Okay, red area is where it strikes. Ow.
That's a charmer.
Okay, that's a shockwave. Ow. Okay. Pressing the clip button for that. Okay. Back to the anchor. Okay, this madness board is probably going to expand over time. But I am getting more and more curious about this game.
Yeah.
Let's see how boss combat is in the last 3 minutes we have.
I want to say yes. And I'm leaning yes. However, we will end up having to put up a warning in front of every stream and video that we upload to YouTube.
Yeah.
But also other investigation to see is it well rated and all that.
I think it is. Okay, so shot works on these things. Oh, that was a quick time. Wait for it to stop blocking that. There. Poke. Okay, twice the fun. One. Okay, we can block that. Okay. It's X. God damn it. We can block the rocks. Ooh. X, 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 and Y. Okay, big guy doesn't like that. Ow. Okay. Yeah, let's give this another... Let's try this for a few more times. See if we can beat them.
Okay. 15 more minutes basically then.
Yeah.
Okay. I think... I'm gonna guess we both are leaning yes.
Yeah.
And we both agree that it be voiced for some further investigation.
Definitely, yes.
Alright. And we are both in agreement, for obvious reason, about the warnings for in front of each stream and video.
Yeah.
So at least we now know the context behind that warning.
Yep. Ow. Not much time to react to that. Stop guarding too early. I wonder if we can guard those slam attacks.
Hopefully we can.
You can't... There. Typically you can't really block boss attacks, but we'll have to take a look. Marie Ann Floyd, new wife. James Marvin Floyd, my father, 95% sure. Mother died at my birth. Benedict never knew his parents and has been looking all over for them, and well, has gotten drawn into all sorts of Eldritch bullshit. Yes, yes.
But librarians
Ow.
Is this thing the librarian? Okay, wait, hold on. If this is a librarian, then the question is, what did you do?
Not return a book.
Yeah, ew, people, this is why you should always return your books.
You can't block that, it seems. Okay. I'm a bit confused on how we're supposed to fight this thing. Shooting it, of course, seems to be working the best, but to shoot it, we need to attack it from a close range so we can actually charge up our shots.
Are we supposed to go somewhere else before fighting that?
I doubt it, because there's nowhere else we can really go. And yeah, the longer we can hold up with a healing item, the more we heal. So we can stop partway through. 2, 3, 4. Oh, it changed up. Okay. So I expected them to do that eventually. Okay. Best option seems to be to wait for them to do some sort of attack. So we know that they won't be able to hit us while we hit them. Poke. That made them stop because we went into phase 2. Yep. X, 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 and A. Oh, here we go again. A. Yep, that shot went into the wrong part, I think. Yeah, that attack comes really, just really comes out of nowhere, really. It doesn't seem to have much of a wind-up, so it's just instant hits. And yeah, it seems that we just can't block attacks. The dodge doesn't really do too much either at the moment. Or maybe it gives invulnerability frames while we're doing that.
Maybe? I used to be probably that all bosses gonna be this tricky.
It's not so much that it's tricky, it's more that I need to figure out the systems and everything still. Ow. Okay, I'm starting to get a bit tired of this boss. So let's give it 1 or 2 more.
Alright. Elizabeth Showcase it. Are you still leaning yes at the moment?
Yeah, it's just that either I'm not fully getting how to avoid those near instant attacks, or yeah, or that's just bad design. Though that would, stuff like that would typically get mentioned in reviews and such.
Oh, you have checked the reviews for this?
Nice. On Steam, I think it was rated very highly.
All right.
I'll have to check it.
Yeah, even games that rate highly can have their issues.
Okay, did not expect a shockwave to follow that. Okay, because it can't reach us. It'll send through the shockwave instead of doing that. Okay. That just comes out basically instantly. How were we supposed to dodge that?
Yeah, it's like a red light under you, but by the time you notice it, it's already too late.
Yeah. So is that punishing for something, or... It seems to me that if it wasn't for that attack, this boss would be very doable, but it just seems to me that something with the timing on that is way off. Maybe if the moment I see it, I flick the right stick to dodge. Nope, even then I just get hit. So how are we supposed to fight a boss that can basically instantly fuck us over? All these other attacks have very noticeable wind-ups, but that one just not. Okay, how much time left? Some 6 minutes.
Yeah, if you used to stream this, again, definitely research.
Yeah, because, again, either I'm missing something or something is just off with this boss. Yeah, again, those attacks with that come out of nowhere. No time to react, to dodge. See that? Even that one takes a bit of time to go. That one you don't have enough time to get away, I'd say. Both of them went. Nope. Did we?
I think you did something. I think you were punished for being too close earlier.
Yeah, but the point is you need to be close to be able to attack it. Okay. Lure out its attacks. Yep.
Oh.
Yeah, we get it. We need to hit that.
Yeah, okay, I think I know what happened. You were getting punished for being too close for it too long.
Yeah, but your main attack is a melee fighter. You have to be close, so...
Oh, yeah, I mean, like
or maybe I was spending too much time near it for too long.
Yeah, at the base of it. I think you were supposed to melee the tip. But
the base of it was glowing yellow, which was, to me, signifying a massive weak spot, like those nodules on the side and back there.
Yeah, but I guess they prefer you to shoot that weak spot and cut the tip. Oh, bloody hell, that sounds so wrong.
Okay. Still don't fully get why it was doing that, but still. Let's relive the memory.
What are we looking at?
The earth still quakes from the emotional intensity. Answer the question for yourself, Benedict.
He showed something to him, ran off, left him. See. Let's see. And then there. Don't need to draw the entire thing, just an approximation of the angle. Next.
What are they arguing about?
The ritual. The memory fades here. Perhaps more transpired elsewhere.
Regrets choosing the ritual over her.
Life made an appearance in the house. Let's examine it, Benedict.
Okay. Let's see. Okay. We can just fast travel between these. Nice. Okay, so someone followed us to the house?
Yeah.
How do we exit, actually?
Actually, I have a question.
Yeah.
You will not like if I talk to you like that, would you?
Hmm?
But whenever I talk to you, I finish always the sentence with your name.
Yeah.
But in this case, being Hillyan.
Yeah, that could be taken as being... not even sure how that could be taken, but I think most people would not really enjoy it too much.
Yeah.
It's a timer now.
Because
How
of
the heck do we actually get out of here?
Probably because of reasons like this. Like, do it now and then, sure, but as often as this guy does it, whatever he is, this entity, yeah, it definitely makes you uneasy.
Yeah. Find all the tarnished notes, untarnished notes. Find a way to free the mysterious lady. Are we supposed to be able to return to the mansion, to the real world, or... So I'm not seeing any options for doing that. Still nothing we can do with this. Can't get up there. Can't get through that. It feels like we should be able to exit, but it hasn't explained how. Let's see. Zoom out. There we go. It's up there. Okay. Okay. We have to... Hello.
Harry, long time no see.
It is good to see you, you old devil. In trouble again, I presume?
I feel Harry knows you better than you do yourself, Benedict.
You got that thing I asked you about?
I got you, kid. Got it right here.
Amplificator, a wondrous device that helps help me safely reach for the companion's abilities. Home to a voidling, a creature that's neither here nor there. A fragile link, a prototype of me. A prototype of mine, maybe?
Thanks. And by the way, I have some amber for you.
Sorry, but these are completely worthless to me. No one knows what to do with it, but if, along the way, you've dug up any bits and pieces of memories, feel free to browse my wares.
Okay, so here's where we shop. Miracle water, he who has health has hope, and he who has hope has everything. When fully upgraded, automatically consumes a charge to prevent Benedict from dying once every 2 minutes. Okay. Increased amounts of uses per descent. Quality upgrade, increased amount of healing. Okay. Alright. Tinker Tailor, buy the first upgrades. Okay, and then we have smoke bombs. Stone plate device. You can't get blood from a stone. Stone plate device petrifies Benedict for a time. Enemies attacking Benedict in this form receive damage. Okay. And that's all there is at the moment. Okay.
I've got what I needed. Till next time.
The time has come to dust off our abilities. Let us delve into your psyche. Let us hone our arcane instruments, Benedict.
Be careful. The organization and the order don't mess around. You don't have much time before they get here.
Okay, yeah, I think we can call it there. Let's see, there.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm leaning yes on this one.
This will definitely need a... This game will definitely take a bit of getting used to. But I am for streaming it.
Yeah, yes. Again, what we mentioned earlier. Warnings for each stream and video. Research.
Yeah, I have been thinking about potentially putting trigger warnings up on the pre-scene for any... I think there are sites where you can get info on games without spoilers. If there are going to be certain triggers in them. And I could try using those to, well, put up trigger warnings on the pre-stream for that. Yeah, we'll have to see. For now, though...
Yeah.
Let's see. Twitch. Okay. So, 5 games today. Some yes, some no. Glyph. Good game again, but not really our style. Gunbrella. Definite yes.
Oh, yeah.
In Other Waters, interesting, and I believe highly rated. Let me do a double check on that. With Twitch. Not Twitch. Steam. Let's see. In Other Waters, currently discounted. 75%. Yeah, very positive rated. Okay. And yeah, Jazzpunk. Unsure.
Yeah. Unsure, so, like, it has comedy, but at the same time, we will be in many situations tilting our head in confusion.
Yeah. Oh, apparently, LGR, as a curator on Steam, said, absurd humor while solving the most absurd adventure game puzzles. Unique, poignant, make me rethink life. Okay. Sounds like they're taking the piss a bit themselves as well, but yeah, it is very positively rated. Okay. And yeah, last case of Benedict Fox. Going to look more into it, but leaning heavily for a yes. Let's see.
Yeah. Also heavily leaning on a yes for me, but not fully for... I do feel like at least some investigations will be a good idea.
Let's see. Looking at Steam and the first review, it says not recommended. Let's see. I don't feel this game fully incorporates the relationship between timing, visual clues, feedback, and critical balance of these things that make a challenging but fair experience. Mishmash of uncoordinated systems that produce a tedious and unrewarding combat. Oh, they've got 0.7 hours on record, so I think they got the same boss, and basically just gave up there. Can't really blame them there, especially with how that it would just punish you for being too close too long. Which, well, you're a melee fighter mostly with a single shotgun. But yeah. Still, I'm going to look a bit more into it, but probably a yes.
Yeah. With other precautions.
Yeah. Okay. And beyond that, nothing else much to add. Still got one game ready for next week then. So before we end the stream, let's look for someone to raid. It's not too busy at the moment. Okay, Codename Ferret had a big jump in viewers, it seems. They're currently at 402 viewers as they play World of Warships. Okay. But yeah, besides them, we have Kiri Natsuko, who is playing Dark Souls 2, Scholars of the First Sin, I believe that was called. Permadeath Randos, okay. Dynalope is playing Gary's Mods, and Rafu Raccoon is playing Persona 3 Reloads. Okay, and just to have a bit more of a look around, any interesting recommended channels? Let's see. Shala Risa playing Little Kitty Big City. I've heard good about that game. It Be Me playing a game called Blacktail. Can't say I've heard of that. And let's see. Finby with Mistfall Hunter. Can't say I've heard of that one either. Let me take a look at this Blacktail game then. Okay, nice art style at least. Okay, it's on the cutscene, so gameplay style is probably different. Okay, any of those sound of interest, or shall I take a pick?
I'll let you take a pick at this one. I'm a bit unsure myself here.
Okay, I'm curious about this Blacktail game, so let's go raid It Be Me, as in B with 2 E's, and they're a B VTuber. Okay, / raid and paste, but before we start, of course, thank you everyone who may have been watching now or later. I see Jess has been lurking. Hello there. And yeah, thank you, Rom, for visiting. And thank you as always, Bakir.
You're welcome as always, my friend. And thank you all for joining and watching this madness.
Yeah, tomorrow we continue with Crysis 3 Remastered. And Sunday...
Wait.
All right, yeah.
You forgot something.
Possibly we'll have another Crosscode stream this evening. Possibly, if Liz is up for it and if nothing else gets in the way. Yeah, my mother wanted to go out for dinner last night, but that didn't go through, so they might try it again today. So yeah, depending on if that happens or not, and if Liz will be available, or just anything else that could get in the way. Just Murphy's stream, Murphy's Law with streaming, huh? If you want to stream, something will go wrong. You will forget to do something, or something will get in the way. Okay. Yeah. So maybe Crosscode. Otherwise, next stream will be on Sunday after our streaming weekend. You could say it, I guess. Next stream tomorrow. Crysis 3 then instead. Then we have our streaming weekend with Friday and Saturday off, and Sunday we continue with Castlevania Portal of Ruin.
Yes.
All right. But for now, let's get this raid started. And yeah, thank you again for watching, and until next time, have a nice day, and until then.
Be safe, everyone, and see you all soon again next time. Otherwise, sleep well.
And watch out for Eldritch Companions.
Really, this?